America has wielded significant influence over international politics, economics, and culture. This dominance has shaped global norms and policies, leading to both admiration and criticism. The implications are profound, affecting trade agreements, military alliances, and cultural exchanges. In recent years, we have witnessed the emergence of BRICS, an alliance of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, as a counterforce to U.S. hegemony. This coalition represents a shift in global power dynamics, as these nations seek to assert their interests and challenge the status quo. Since World War II, America's role as a global leader, its foreign policy, politics, as well as its interventions in various conflicts, have raised questions. America's role on the world stage is complex and fraught with foreign resentment. Understanding this context is essential as we navigate the current geopolitical landscape. The BRICS grouping, which comprises Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has emerged as a significant player in the global economy since its inception. The origins of BRICS can be traced back to the early 2000s when the initial four members, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, began to collaborate on economic issues, recognizing their collective potential as emerging markets. South Africa joined the group in 2010, further enhancing its representation and influence. Over the years, several countries have expressed interest in joining BRICS, reflecting a growing desire to participate in this alternative economic bloc. This expansion signifies a shift in global economic power dynamics, as more countries seek to align themselves with BRICS to enhance their economic prospects. The group's primary goals center around fostering economic cooperation among member states and advocating for reforms in global governance structures. BRICS aims to create an alternate international economic hub that addresses the needs and concerns of developing nations. By promoting trade, investment, and collaboration in various sectors, BRICS seeks to enhance economic resilience and sustainability among its members. Additionally, the group emphasizes the importance of multilateralism and equitable representation in global decision-making processes. As we delve deeper into the significance of BRICS in the global economy, it becomes evident that this coalition is reshaping economic relationships and redefining the rules of engagement in international affairs, making it a crucial player in the 21st century. The recent BRICS summit in Kazan, Russia, attracted significant attention as world leaders gathered to discuss pressing global issues and strengthen their collective influence. The attendance of heads of state from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa underscored the importance of this gathering. Leaders from invited nations, including Argentina, Egypt, and Indonesia, were present, reflecting the growing interest in BRICS as a platform for collaboration among emerging economies. Their presence highlighted a possible shift towards a multipolar world. Key outcomes focused on enhancing economic cooperation, promoting sustainable development, and advocating for reforms in international financial institutions. The leaders emphasized the need for a more equitable global economic system that addresses the challenges faced by developing nations. Discussions included plans for expanding trade among member countries and increasing investment in infrastructure projects, crucial for fostering economic growth. The implications of the summit for U.S. dominance are questionable. As BRICS strengthens its ties and expands its membership, it challenges traditional power structures. The summit's outcomes signal a concerted effort to assert their interests and reshape global governance. BRICS are trying to position themselves as a counterbalance to U.S. hegemony, marking a significant turn in the global geopolitical landscape. When analyzing the economic strength of BRICS versus G7, consider their contributions to global GDP. BRICS accounts for about 25% of the world's GDP, and this figure is growing. The G7 contributes around 40% of global GDP. The gap is narrowing as BRICS, especially China and India, grow rapidly. BRICS growth rates outpace the G7, with projections showing BRICS could surpass the G7 in GDP within a decade. This growth is driven by a young workforce, industrialization, and a rising middle class. BRICS is poised to challenge the G7, reshaping global economics. The recent BRICS summit in Kazan marked a pivotal moment in the evolving geopolitical landscape, particularly with the notable presence of Mahmoud Abbas, the president of the Palestinian Authority. His attendance underscored BRICS's commitment to addressing global issues beyond mere economic cooperation, signaling solidarity with nations seeking greater representation on the world stage. Abbas's participation highlighted the group's intention to advocate for the rights of developing nations and marginalized voices. In response to the summit, the United States and Western nations expressed concern over the growing influence of BRICS and its potential to challenge the established global order. U.S. officials have criticized the summit as an attempt to undermine Western-led initiatives and institutions. This reaction reflects a broader anxiety regarding the shifting balance of power as Western nations grapple with the implications of a more unified and assertive BRICS coalition. The outcomes of the summit signify the emergence of a multipolar world order, where power is distributed among various global players. This shift has profound implications for international relations, encouraging greater cooperation among non-Western nations. As BRICS continues to expand its influence and attract new members, the dynamics of global governance are likely to evolve. The rise of this multipolarity challenges traditional alliances and compels nations to navigate a landscape where collaboration and competition coexist. Discussions on alternative banking and payment systems are gaining traction within the BRICS framework, especially the concept of a BRICS currency. This currency aims to facilitate trade among member nations and reduce reliance on traditional financial systems. A BRICS currency could enable smoother transactions and foster economic cooperation. Establishing a common currency could enhance BRICS bargaining power in global markets. Alternatives to the SWIFT banking system are crucial, given its control by Western nations. Countries like Russia and China are developing their own systems, highlighting the need for BRICS to ensure financial sovereignty. Reducing dependency on the US dollar is central to these discussions. BRICS, a coalition of emerging economies, faces internal and external challenges that could impede its effectiveness. Economic disparities among member countries are significant. China and India are rapidly growing, while Brazil and South Africa face economic stagnation. These disparities complicate efforts to forge a unified strategy. Historical conflicts among BRICS nations also pose hurdles. Tensions between India and China strain relations. Brazil and Russia have geopolitical disagreements, affecting their willingness to align. Historical grievances create mistrust, challenging consensus. Establishing a unified BRICS currency is a significant challenge. A common currency could enhance cooperation, but implementation is daunting. Differences in monetary policy and economic stability complicate feasibility. Each nation has its own priorities, making agreement difficult. Economic imbalances and currency fluctuations deter commitment. BRICS' ability to maintain unity and influence the global economy will be tested. The future trajectory of BRICS appears poised for significant evolution, with the potential to reshape global governance. As the coalition of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa strengthens its economic ties and political influence, it is positioned to challenge the traditional Western-dominated frameworks. Cooperation among emerging economies could lead to alternative institutions and norms that prioritize developing nations, fostering a more inclusive global governance structure. There is growing interest from other nations to join BRICS, reflecting the coalition's expanding appeal. Countries such as Argentina, Indonesia, and several African nations have expressed aspirations to become members, recognizing the benefits of aligning with a bloc that champions economic cooperation and political solidarity. This influx of new members could enhance BRICS's collective bargaining power and diversify its economic base, amplifying its influence on the global stage. The importance of a multipolar world for global stability cannot be overstated. As BRICS advocates for a more balanced distribution of power, it challenges the unilateralism of Western hegemony. A multipolar world fosters greater dialogue and cooperation among nations, reducing the likelihood of conflicts driven by power imbalances. By promoting a multipolar approach, BRICS enhances its own standing and contributes to a more stable and equitable international system. The trajectory of BRICS suggests a transformative role in global affairs, one that could redefine power dynamics and promote a more collaborative and stable world order. In summary, BRICS highlights its growing significance as a counterforce to U.S. dominance. However, its actual capabilities are yet to be proven. As an alliance of emerging economies, BRICS may shift market dynamics. The recent summit in Kazan underscored economic cooperation, exploration of alternative banking systems, and the potential for a unified currency. The rise of BRICS signifies a shift towards higher trade and relations between developing nations. Engage with this topic further and share your thoughts below. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you.